The Trump trade. What stocks do I think will benefit from President Trump's agenda? Let's get started. So the Iran situation is almost over. At least that's what I believe Wall Street thinks. And you can tell that because the stock market is starting to move up again. Now, obviously, artificial intelligence stocks are rallying. But let's take a look into the future. Now, what do you think will happen after the Iran situation? Quick story. I was on a cruise ship and I bumped into an individual from Cuba. Now, when I lived in Miami, my neighbor to the left of me was from Cuba. My neighbor to the right was St. Kitts. Anyway, this gentleman still has many relatives in Cuba. And he says he believes in the next 30 to 90 days that Cuba will be free. Now, what's interesting about that? Well, after the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, Poland, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, the people who had their properties taken away from them in the 1930s all received their properties back. Now, why is that interesting? Well, if you take a look at Hershey's, for example, they had a cocoa plant in Cuba, and many of the hotels got their properties taken away. So we believe, or at least I believe, that those companies will want to go back to Cuba to get their properties back. So what companies do I believe that I have purchased? So in my portfolios, I like Hershey's, I like Marriott, and I like Tyson Foods. I believe those companies will be starting to position themselves in Miami if they have not already, and that may be the next arena of a group of stocks to start to rally. As a matter of fact, on Friday, they were starting to move up already. Anyway, that's just my take on the Trump trade. My name is Joe Cantu.